another good morning, time to go. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
And I think we've just walked past the equivalent of an apartment block garage sale. Yay! We're back on Disney soil. We're sat by World of Disney in the shade, listening to Disney music as people pass on their way to their happy place. So in the 1980s, my grandparents stayed here in the Candy Cane Inn. And this is the lobby to the Grand California. Complete wilderness lodge vibes. But this was a situation that happened and we obviously felt really scared at the time as we didn't know who was in the back garden. Good morning. We have had a really lazy one today. It's Saturday morning and I don't even know what time it is. Where's my phone? It's about 9:30 I think. 10 past 10. Holly, I don't know, I think she's in bed. Louis is watching the football. We're washed and showered, ready to go. We're going to go to Starbucks in downtown Disney. Aid, say good morning.
Good morning.
And got a couple of little things on the agenda today, haven't we?
Yeah.
What we're going to do. So we're going to take you along with us. My feet are aching. I can't decide whether to put sandals or my Disney pumps on. But I've got my Disney bag, my little Primark bag. I think it looks really cute with this dress. So I think I might go with my Disney pumps. I'm stood on our driveway and you can actually see the Disneyland Hotel from here. No, that's not it, is it? Or is it?
No, I think it's...
Just saying how sweet some of the houses are around here. Anaheim is a real mix match. Is that the word? Mishmash, that's the word I'm thinking. No, mishmash. Because this is our road. And it's really cute. But like yesterday where we went to get pizza from and that, it just doesn't have a nice feel. And it's literally a 5-minute drive but in the other direction. Oh, that's the road that we entered on there. But yeah, I think that is the Disneyland Hotel that we saw just a moment ago. People really take pride a lot in their gardens and that around here. And there's some really pretty ones. Next, that's the Disneyland Hotel in front, isn't it? That we can see. So it just takes 10 minutes to get there, although at this pace we're going really slow, it's going to take forever. I like the brickwork down here. So we've left the kids at home. Holly really struggled yesterday.
I think she's been struggling the last few days.
And she gets tired a lot. And then when she's tired, she just goes quiet. And so yesterday, a couple of the ride photos, she's just got zero expression. It's almost like she's there, but she's not. But then she becomes a bit snappy as well. So it's been a little bit like that. Louis's been fine, actually.
Yeah, he's been alright, actually.
Louis just talks a lot.
I know.
Which I would rather in some ways. Sorry.
It's alright.
But yeah, so Louis sat watching football. We are going the right way, aren't we? Yeah. And Holly, I think she's grabbed food and gone back to her room. So we're going to leave them be.
I've seen sweets.
She grabbed, oh yeah, she just grabbed some jelly beans, didn't she?
Yeah.
And we're going to go have a Starbucks.
Bit
and
of a slow.
Someone's got a pull. We want to pop into the Grand
Watch the water there.
Californian. This whole hurricane thing is just, I don't know if it's just added a bit of a cloud over the trip for me. I'm fed up now of watching the weather news. And I just want to continue our holiday here. I feel like it's cut it short a little bit, although we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's just the closure of the airport, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of knowing, well, I say closure, it's commercial flight stopped, isn't it? So
yeah, right, let's cross the road. So this road that we walk out from the little neighbourhood, this is a busier road. It's a couple of cute houses.
It's the one on the corner.
Opposite, yeah, the one in the corner is all lit up at night time. But these are still really nice, but then we get to some apartments and they just don't look quite so nice, do we?
No.
We'll run you over the train track with us in a moment. But as soon as we get to the end of this road, it's the Disney road, and that just feels like Disney then.
Yeah.
It's a lot nicer. I wouldn't want to live here though, would you?
No, no. It's nicer than Hollywood, I think.
Yeah. Although some nice, yeah, even the nice areas I still wouldn't want to live in there.
Pace.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Right, so here's our little train track. We're going to walk you over.
Yeah.
Just make sure nothing's coming. They don't actually have pedestrian barriers, but we haven't actually seen anything coming. Since I always feel like Stand By Me on there, you know, the movie. Sorry?
I wonder if it's a still used runway, because looking at the tracks where the pathway
Oh.
is.
We've got the
it's
storm
really-
thingy. So we're just walking past the bit that we're not so keen on. Yeah, like the apartment areas. Although I say they're apartments, they're all one story, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like a complex, and I think we've just walked past the equivalent of an apartment block garage sale. To watch out for dog poo on this walk as well. Right, Aid, we haven't had a proper, I feel, or we haven't had many proper meals out since we've been here.
Nope.
We've been eating in Disney the last few days. We had Domino's last night. When we were at Universal, we obviously did Simpsons.
Yep.
We ate there. Where else have we eaten? We had that lovely Italian in San Francisco. We ate
yeah.
that lunch in Sausalito.
At the Hard Rock. You loved your
Oh
fajitas
yeah,
there,
oh
didn't
the
you?
Hard Rock. I loved eating in the Hard Rock.
That was actually really nice. I had
Do
a
you know
burger, but
that's-
it was nice.
That's been my favourite meal so far, those veggie fajitas.
I think marmalade, the breakfast.
Oh yeah, we had a really nice brunch.
We have eaten some nice places.
We have
haven't we?
eaten. I don't feel like, I guess because we haven't done the usual Olive Garden, we haven't done IHOP, Cracker Barrel, like gone for a steak. We haven't done, because it's a different type of holiday. But I'm really feeling like I need a proper American meal. Tell me, what's your favourite place to eat when you're in the States? But at the same time, because we've been here now a few days, well, almost a couple of weeks now, I'm also feeling a bit riched out.
Yeah.
I want like American food, but I don't want anything rich, if that makes sense. Did you fancy, I was going to say Cheesecake Factory tonight, but I think that's too much.
Too much. Yeah, I think it's almost that stage where you feel, I know it sounds wrong, but you feel like having a day off.
But I feel like I'm missing out though. I want to eat something nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what though.
I think the other difference is though, the last few days we've actually, well, breaking our days up, we've done the mornings in the parks, we've come back, had maybe a bit of a lunch, we've gone back out again, and we've been out since 9 till 9:10 in the parks, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we haven't actually had the chance of being here to do anything like that.
No, I think we
Have
need
we?
to have a think about it. I'd like to do something today.
Yeah, well, it's also
My
maybe
arm's
look at downtown Disney.
Hmm,
Is the other
possibly.
option?
Yeah. Right, we're going to cross the road. We're nearly at Disney now. Yay! We're back on Disney soil. Hello, downtown Disney. Just feels nice even being here, doesn't it? Even though we're not going in the parks.
Yeah.
Oh, we never got on the monorail, did we? No, because we've got to get into the park. Yeah? What? No, but it goes into the park.
And then you come back again, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you must have to use a park entry.
No.
Yeah, you would, of course.
The entrance is just there.
Yeah, but it goes into the park. You'd have to probably use your park entry to get in. I don't want to use our last one yet. The smoked turkey looks nice, the little carrot sticks and that. Lemon loaf cake. We're going to go with lemon loaf cake and my favourite, the pumpkin. Disney coffee. And Disney pumpkin cake. Hey, do you need to open your cake?
No, I do. I'm just going to do mine now.
It's so good. You know that recipe I recreated recently?
Yep.
It's a bit more moist than mine. I need to up my game. We're sat by World of Disney in the shade, listening to Disney music as people pass on their way to their happy place. He just said that the lemon loaf's always his favourite when he comes to America. Is it really nice? I'll make you a lemon cake when we get home, baby.
Thank you.
But I'd prefer to make mine with like a sugar crunchy glaze rather than white icing. Anyone else always cut through the stores rather than walk around outside? Well, that's been us recently. Sleep, park, hop, repeat. Oh, look, they're jammies. They are so cute. I know, look, they're so soft. Oh, I like that.
26.
26.
I love that as a sleep
That is
shirt.
really cute.
Look, we come back, yeah?
Yeah, I like the loungewear. Oh, that's really nice as well. Little hoodie.
Don't often see something that's just nice like that.
Kids stuff. Saturday lunchtime, walking between the two parks.
At 11:30.
At 11:30, is it? I feel so full from the coffee and cake. We're going to head out though, walk all the way through. We haven't gone out that way yet. And I want to go and see a hotel that my grandparents stayed in the 80s. I want to go and take a photo. Just checking on the progress of the Halloween decor. And there's arms and bats now. It's definitely grown since yesterday, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, and there's bats on the outside a little bit as well. It's funny how it's just been growing gradually.
The first 2 days, there was just that
That round thing.
moon, isn't it?
Yeah, we can see what it is now.
Oh, look.
Oh. So this is the main area where you get all the hotels and that drop you off. When you get the monorails in, or they're not monorails, are they? The trams. Yeah, the shuttles. And then we've just, obviously, we'll have to go walk back through security when we go back.
Oh,
No street access, so we need to go this way.
No, we wanted.
So that was shuttles only, so we need to go this way. I wonder what that building is over there. Looks like you can see the top of
Space Mountain.
the Space Mountain up there. It's always quite interesting when you come in through a different way, isn't it? Something else that we've seen here that I haven't really spotted in Florida, seeing Disney cast members going to work. We've said that, like even like on the walk here from where we're staying, like riding their bikes, but you just see them all in their uniforms. Like here, just people walking to work in their uniforms, the name badges. It seems really strange. I guess it is quite a residential area all around the parks. So as we walk out this way, this is Harbour Boulevard, and this is where you've got loads of restaurants and hotels. And that, it says, thank you for visiting. It's quite nice actually coming out this way, because this is something we haven't done with the kids. Because the hotel I originally stayed in isn't actually here anymore. We can stay on this side actually, can't we?
We can walk down here at least.
There's an IHOP opposite as well. So we haven't even thought about doing that with the kids actually, have we?
IHOPs later.
Yeah, could do.
We don't have to go and get anything made to do. Is that the one we've got? The one we went to, is it?
No, it isn't. No, it looks a small one though. Yeah, the hotel. There's Tony Roma's over there. There's Denny's. It's a nice little walkway
Yeah.
around here. Look what I've just seen. Our favourite ride.
Soaring is just in there as well.
Oh, is that Soaring there, is
I think
it?
so, yeah.
There's Mission Breakout. Seems funny seeing it so close to the road, doesn't it? You're so immersed when you're in the park. Harbour Boulevard. So we want to stay right, don't we?
Yeah, and then just head down.
Yeah. It is quite a busy road along here though. I don't remember it being so built up. When I came before, I just remember it being mainly like hotel after hotel. See that one that looks like a castle? I think that's where I stayed before. We had, I think, 3 nights booked at the Carousel Inn, which isn't there anymore. And then we'd walked along and I saw the one with the castle, and we wanted to extend our stay by a couple of nights. And we ended up booking there, but it was really horrible. Oh, this is so pretty here actually, and it is nice and shady as well. So that's where I stayed back in 1996. This is the place I've come to visit. This is where Julia's staying as well actually, babe. So in the 1980s, my grandparents stayed here in the Candy Cane Inn, and my nan talks about it so much still. My grandfather's no longer with us, and they were the ones I think that really got us hooked on Disney. So I wanted to come here just to take some photos, just to show Nanny what it's like now. It is actually really sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really pretty. Taking our photos and we're heading back through again, and it looks quite busy. This side, there's a lot more security. There's only a few little security points, isn't there, the other side where we usually come through. Check your stroller size, that's absolutely gigantic. You'd have to have, how many kids in a stroller that size? Like quadruplets?
Well, I don't know, it doesn't seem that wide though, so...
No, it does. It's now 12 o'clock. Look at the queues to get into DCA.
And also Disneyland.
Disneyland isn't so bad actually.
Over side,
Yeah, over here.
But it's a Saturday.
It's Saturday, yeah. You'd expect people to come in earlier though, wouldn't you? Right, just wanted to let you know that Disneyland, Disneyworld, they do not allow anything like selfie sticks or any extendable type of sticks.
That's how small they are.
To go into the park. The one that I'm using right now, it's just like a little tripod stand that you hold. But anything extendable, you're not allowed in. We've just gone through a short security queue, and we've seen 2 people in that time have them removed from their bag. They either have to take them back to their hotel or they hand them in, but they make it very clear that you will not get them back. It's not a case of handing it in and collecting it at the end of the day. You've lost them. Like we were just saying, it's a shame they don't have like a locker almost that side, so that it seems such a shame for somebody to lose that if they've just travelled to the park, because you don't always know the rules. What were you going to say?
Disney World, do they have lockers outside the ticket and transportation?
I don't think they do actually.
I'm trying to think if they do.
I don't think so. But there should be
You
maybe.
can understand, I mean, some things you can understand completely, but when it's something that you're not too sure about,
Yeah.
if you come from a hotel,
I felt really sorry for the guy in our queue
know.
then, travelling on his
you kind of
own.
think, well, it's someone's
He went
fault,
back
but then-
actually, didn't he? But
but
you
then-
don't always know these things.
No, exactly. It's not going to be sort of known. We know obviously because we've been enough times.
Anyway, we're gonna pop into the Grand California, I think. We're just popping into the Disneyland California for a wander. It's so pretty. Got portable chargers. Main lobby straight ahead. This is where I'd like to stay next time. And this is the lobby to the Grand California. Complete Wilderness Lodge vibes, don't you think? It's really got the Wilderness Lodge vibes. And we're looking for, we want a DVC desk, don't we? Should we ever wander around the outside? It's such a pretty hotel. I would like to stay here. I wasn't sure if I would. No. We're going to walk out this entrance. There's registration. We've had a video-free afternoon. It's been a really nice afternoon. We've had swimming. We've done some packing. We've just lazed around, chatted, and we've just come back from Ralph's. Nobody could really be bothered to go out for dinner, so we all had choosing time, and I'm going to show you our dinner. We've got salads, we've got picky bits, crisps, salsa. I don't think we've used any bread actually. Louis and I bought some fried chicken. I've been picking at it. It's crispy and so good. I've got a Cobb salad. We're going to sit around the TV, watch a movie, and I believe there's going to be a table tennis tournament this evening. That is our evening. I'm just editing this video much later to add a story. I didn't realise that I hadn't actually added it on. Something I've noticed that when I'm in a situation that I'm scared or upset, I don't film. I just go really quiet, and picking up the camera is the last thing I want to do. But I wanted to add this story on as this is something that happened and really affected our day. We were having a lovely time in the Grand California. It's such a beautiful hotel. And whilst we were there, we had a phone call from Holly asking if we were expecting somebody to visit the house. Now this is a house booked through Home Away, like Airbnb, exactly the same concept. I said no, and she said that there was actually a man in the back garden. Now it's very, very strict, and there are lots of rules about the houses when you're staying in Anaheim. One of them was to keep the garden gate closed at all times. And she said there was an older man, maybe in his 50s, around the pool, and he had just a small net walking around. I emailed the lady who we'd rented the house from and asked if she was expecting a pool cleaner or somebody to come out, and she said no. She wanted the children to go out and ask who he was. Obviously we didn't want the kids approaching a stranger when we weren't there, and we just all felt really, really nervous. They locked themselves in their room, they checked out the front, there wasn't a van, so it's not like there was a commercial cleaning van outside, and he was just sat there then out by the back pool, and we just felt sick, really sick. I emailed her again to say that they didn't want to go and speak to him, and she said she was really sorry, but she didn't know who it was. She asked for a description, but he was just an older guy, jeans, hat, they couldn't really see him too well. She said she wasn't expecting anyone at the house. We were about a 20-minute walk from the house. We walked so fast, really fast. We felt so sick. He had in the meantime gone, he'd left the back gate open, which we thought was really strange considering there was a big sign saying do not leave the gate open. And it was a couple of days later that she actually emailed back and said yes, he was the pool guy. We just found the whole thing really nerve-wracking. We obviously, there's loads and loads of different entrances to the house as well. You had like the garage, then the door into the garage, there's the front door, there's side doors, there's back doors. And the kids felt really nervous being in there. I mean, it's not like we shouldn't have left them. Louis was nearly 18 and Holly was 20 at the time, so they're not like kids. But this was a situation that happened, and we obviously felt really scared at the time as we didn't know who was in the back garden, and the kids were in the house, locked in the house. And so that's what happened to us, but I just wanted to share it as that had a bit of an impact on our day as we were rushing very fast back to the house.
It was all going to be flat.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
because it's the desert. Yeah.
In like,
Go again. 8,516 feet high. 8. Have you seen the sign? Under no circumstances. Give the wildlife cigarettes. Just parked up in Palm Springs. It was 38 degrees. It looks really cool. I believe that's Skull Rock.